right, so we're going to take a little tour of fall. It's the last week of October, and I had to bring a lot of plants in because they weren't really enjoying the 40s at night. So you can still see some of my marigolds, my calla lily, whatever, that never really got off the ground once again because of the roof runoff that just pummels it. There's still marigolds. There's still a few zinnias that survived. I've got all my plants moved central now, so when the first freeze is on the way, I can just really quick bring them in. These are my wild hot peppers that I got from a lady in Branson that we were buying chainsaws from, 2 small chainsaws. She gave me a starter, and I've been dropping seeds in there ever since, and they're decent hot peppers. They're not super roaster on the Scoville. They're just nice to add a little bite to whatever you're cooking. The ferns have flourished out here. Flourished outside, as usual. These things are just amazing me year after year. My wandering dudes, they survive me. I overwater. I'm an overwaterer. Mother of hundreds, thousands, has made lots of babies this year. Mr. Fern is doing amazing. And he'll come in. Everything's coming in. This guy's coming in. I've got a lot of aloe, my little moss foam block experiment. I was hoping it would have spread by now and just completely covered the foam, but I can always shove some more in there with a needle. It's Chief's decorating season here at the Robinsons. Welcome to Mahomie. The nice large house number is for any kind of DoorDash, Uber Eats situation. I learned that by doing deliveries. We've got our lemon tree there. Our lemon tree there. Thus far, we have netted 0 lemons, but we have not given up hope. Some of the wandering dudes are settling in for the winter. I'm hopeful they will survive. Now let's go see the rest of the plants that I already rescued. Sometimes when I make a video, I sound Canadian. I'm not sure why. Okay. My friend Jackie gifted me some of these. So I've adopted these babies. Once you're an empty nester, you kind of start adopting plants. That's just what you do. They're less work than dogs and cats. So we've got these guys in here. It'll be getting pretty crowded soon. Mother-in-law's tongue, long and pointy. Except Tony's mom, Marianne. She never had a tongue like that. These guys are doing good. My Thanksgiving, Christmas cactus, whichever, usually blooms both. Wish I knew the names of all these. Glenna gifted me with those. She wanted me to adopt them. They're still alive, Glenna. We're doing good. Now this is what remains of my, well, first of all, my walnuts from my friend Charlotte. I just keep shaking it up to dry them out completely. They'll be ready to crack and roast soon. This is what remains of the marigold raised beds. With the zinnias, I hear that the deer like to eat the zinnias. I didn't want the deer eating them. I see the marigolds are pretty sturdy and they're lasting a long time. So I'm going to deadhead those, and I'm going to drop them in by the irises so that hopefully around the house we'll have beautiful things. The irises bloom so quick and so sparse for me because my property is full of stony dirt. They're still beautiful. I'll be deadheading them, so this is how I deadhead. I grab a dead, I tear off the head. There's a million seeds in there, but first I'm going to dry it out. So we come over here to where the hummingbird feeder is because they're long gone. This is my drying area. Then I will take them when they're completely dry. I will smash them up. And I put them away for the winter. Seeds and all, leaves and all, stems and all. I don't separate. They go into a brown paper bag inside of a brown box. Look at those guys. I haven't even broken them up yet. But they're very easy to break up. They're very dry. Look at that. The seeds just go flying out. And then I'll sprinkle them around where I want zinnias and marigolds. Early spring, after the last freeze, which it's kind of hard to gauge which freeze is the last freeze. I err on the side of getting mine in the ground late as opposed to early. And what happens when you do that is you get this in late October. You still have flowers, which is kind of cool. I have a friend that's getting married. Maybe I'll have one more bouquet out of this, a large bouquet out of this. I'm not sure how many zinnias will still be gorgeous enough to include, so it might be mostly marigold, but check this guy out. Look how beautiful. It's not perfect, kind of like us, right? It's not perfect, but it's still beautiful. Look at this orange one. Just love it. There's a not so nice one, but guess what? I don't pick them. I don't toss them when they're no longer perfect. Does God toss us when we're no longer perfect? Absolutely not. So second, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth chances, right? 70 times 7 or something like that. As far as the east is from the west, so have I removed your transgressions from you. And God puts them in the sea of what? Forgetfulness. He forgets about it. Why do we have to keep reminding God about all of our mistakes? And why do we have to remind each other? Sometimes we have to forgive when the apology was never issued. So it doesn't harm us. Doesn't mean we open ourselves up to being abused in any way or mistreated in any way. We just let them go. We put them in the hands of God. You know that you've forgiven them when you think about them and you feel love. Maybe a little pity, maybe a little sadness, maybe a little regret, but love. Pray for them every day. Watch what happens 2 weeks later. Watch what happens with how you feel about that person. So that's all I've got for you today. Enjoy your fall. As you can see, no squash were planted. Therefore, no squash are coming up. Apparently, you have to sow the right seeds to reap the harvest that you want. Think about that. Bye.